All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we are going to be reviewing probably the pettiest move that I've seen in boxing in a long time, as Gervonta Tank Davis does something that has to be considered killing three birds with one stone in an act of complete and utter pettiness. And it relates to Benn, Eddie Hearn, Bill Haney, and DAZN all at the same time. I think this may be the best example of trolling, whether it was purposeful or inadvertent, that I've seen in a while. Let's talk about the fact that Gervonta Davis steps to Benn at a very, very interesting time for everybody involved. And I've been asked to make this video, so I made sure I looked and understood everything that was going on. People wanted my opinion, so I'm going to give it to you in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and I am cracking up because Gervonta Tank Davis has literally just yanked the chain of a whole lot of people all at the same time by engaging in a Twitter back and forth with Benn about a fight to be made between Gervonta Davis and Benn. Coming off Benn's win in his fight that took place last night, but one that will literally, if you pay attention to it, expose almost everybody in the 135-pound, 140-pound division that has been talking about Javante and Devin fighting. Man, it's hilarious to me. Now, trust me, I'm going to get into the details, but first, let me welcome you back to the channel. And if you are new, man, hit the subscribe button. It ain't going to hurt you. And we always have really good boxing conversations here, whether you agree with me or not. If you're a longtime subscriber and supporter, thank you for your support. I hope this video is worth it because I'm going to give you my honest opinion about what took place today. I was doing a live stream, OG Boxing Talk on Sundays. It's where we get together with older boxing fans, been fans of the sport 30, 40, long time, and had a great conversation, but it just kept coming. A comment just kept coming across from different people where they said, did you see that Gervonta Davis and Benn, the son of Nigel Benn, who is a UK fighter, fights at 147, 154, going back and forth, and Gervonta's telling Eddie Hearn, let me know when you want me to fight him. And I was like, okay, at first I brushed it off like, yeah, it's a bunch of back and forth. Benn talks crazy about Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis responds to him, but Gervonta Davis is actually asking for this fight. What's this about? Now, I can't speak to whether Gervonta Davis is serious or not, but the natural consequences of this are absolutely hilarious to me. First of all, just yesterday, Benn won a fight in the United States, took place in the afternoon. Dobson, I think, was the guy that fought him. He looked good. I think Benn's a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. Really wasn't toting a lot of power in that fight, or more as much as he was when he was knocking everybody out before he had popped dirty. But after that, Bill Haney walked up to the father of Devin Haney, had walked up to Benn and said, hey, man, I'd like to fight you, or yeah, and talked about a fight with Benn. When I saw that yesterday, I was like, okay, Bill Haney all up in the camera again, asking for a fight with Benn when he's got with Sandor Martin, and he's also negotiating with Ryan Garcia and Subriel Matias and Teofimo Lopez and everybody else, right? But anyway, so I see him go up there And Conor Benn talks about how great it would be to share the ring with him. Devin Haney on Twitter responds to a post that, and hilariously about what happened to Conor Benn's power, and Devin Haney says he left it in the needle. So there you have Bill Haney talking about fighting Conor Benn, right? Obviously, could be a good money fight, could be in the UK, whatever. Conor Benn's got a name. But then Gervonta Davis starts going at him and says, hey, look, man, Eddie puts up DMs to Eddie about, hey, man, when we're going to fight? You know, what's going on? Does Eddie really want to fight, right? Now, Eddie Hearn, as of the time of this video, hasn't said anything. And I thought to myself, when people ask me, what do you think about this? I think, man, God, it's hilarious. And I don't know if it's intentional genius, accidental genius, or just luck for me, where this particular scenario lays out everything that I've been saying. First of all, Eddie Hearn is full of it. Okay, Eddie Hearn talking about how much money he has for a fight with Gervonta Davis and this guy or that guy. We'll see if Eddie Hearn is really interested in feeding Conor Benn to Gervonta Davis. Also, Devin Haney is already in a negotiation with Ryan Garcia. He has a mandatory in Sandor Martin. He's at 140 pounds. And Conor Benn fights at 154 pounds. So is Devin going to leave that division and not fight Teofimo Lopez, not fight Sandor Martin, not fight Subriel Matias to jump all the way up to 147 or 154 to fight Conor Benn? Or is he going to require Conor Benn to come all the way down to 140 to fight him? Inquiring minds want to know. As it applies to Gervonta Davis, no, I do not believe Gervonta Davis is serious about fighting Conor Benn. But if he is serious about fighting Conor Benn, is Conor Benn going to come down to 135 to fight Gervonta? And is Eddie Hearn going to actually allow Conor Benn to leave the zone to go to Amazon Prime to make that fight? So all of this talk brings all of these dynamics that we've been talking about over the last year all to the forefront. Is Eddie Hearn real about making an offer to Gervonta Davis and being willing to take Gervonta Davis over to Amazon Prime or wherever Gervonta is in order to make that fight? Or is it just a scenario where Eddie Hearn is only willing to fight, to talk about Gervonta Davis fighting his guys, but isn't willing to take the financial risk himself to make it happen? And that includes both Conor Benn and Devin Haney. Is Gervonta Davis being serious? And is he willing, really, if they call Gervonta Davis's bluff, for Gervonta to fight Conor Benn at a weight above 135 pounds? At which point in time, it would make him look slightly suspect as it relates to Devin Haney. So there's a lot of stuff at play here. But at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of bumping of the lips. Okay, Gervonta ain't about to fight Conor Benn. Conor Benn ain't about to fight Gervonta. Devin Haney ain't about to fight Gervonta. And Eddie Hearn is not about to let any of those guys go off that platform that has been his golden goose for a while now. That's why Eddie Hearn did not pay and DAZN did not pay for Devin Haney to fight George Kambosos or any of the other people that were outside of DAZN, when major fighters outside of DAZN, when Devin was trying to make that fight. But anyway, it's going to be interesting as we see that none of this is going to play out with a fight. But anyway, that's my take. You let me know what you think. And with that, I'm out. Peace.